Title: The Silent Witness. Chapter 1: A Quiet Morning. It was a foggy morning in the small town of Pine Hill. Detective Emma Harding had just moved to Pine Hill from the big city. She wanted a peaceful life away from the noise and crowds. But that morning, everything changed. Emma was drinking her coffee when she got a call. "Detective Harding, we need you at John Miller's house. He's been found dead," the voice on the phone said. Emma quickly got dressed and drove to the Miller house. The town was so small that it didn't take long to get there. When she arrived, she saw police cars and an ambulance in front of the large old house. Emma entered the house and was greeted by Officer Daniels. "It looks like a suicide," he said. "But something doesn't feel right." Emma walked into the study where John Miller's body was found. He was sitting in a chair with a gun in his hand. But Emma noticed there were no signs of a struggle, and the room was too clean. It seemed like everything was in its place, almost too perfect. "We'll see," Emma replied. She had a feeling that this was not a simple case. Chapter 2: The Secrets of John Miller. Emma started her investigation by talking to the people who knew John Miller. He was a well-known businessman in Pine Hill. Everyone said he was generous and kind, but some people whispered that he was involved in something illegal. Emma visited John's widow, Sarah Miller. Sarah was sitting in the living room, looking pale and tired. "I can't believe he's gone," she said with tears in her eyes. "We were happy, but lately he seemed different, like he was worried about something." "Did he tell you what was bothering him?" Emma asked gently. "No." Sarah shook her head. "But he received some letters recently. I didn't read them, but he looked upset every time he opened one." Emma took note of this. The letters might be important. She decided to search John's study for any clues. In the study, Emma found a hidden drawer in the desk. Inside were several letters, all with the same handwriting. The letters were short and threatening. "You can't escape the past," one of them said. Emma realized that someone wanted to hurt John Miller. But who? And why? Chapter 3: The Journalist's Discovery. While Emma was busy with the letters, a young journalist named Tom Rogers was also investigating. Tom was new to the town, and he was eager to prove himself. He started digging into John Miller's past. Tom discovered that John used to be close with a woman named Lucy Thompson, the town's librarian. But about a year ago, they had a falling out, and they hadn't spoken since. Tom decided to visit Lucy at the library. "Lucy, I'm writing a story about John Miller. Can you tell me about your relationship with him?" Tom asked. Lucy looked nervous. "We were friends," she said quietly, "but that was a long time ago." "Why did you stop talking?" Tom pressed. Lucy hesitated. "It's personal," she finally said. "But I will tell you one thing. John was not the man everyone thinks he was." Tom left the library with more questions than answers. What was Lucy hiding? Chapter 4: The Hidden Diary. Detective Harding continued her investigation. She visited the old, abandoned house where a missing person had lived many years ago. The case was never solved, and the person was never found. In the house, Emma found an old, dusty diary. The diary belonged to the missing person, and it mentioned John Miller several times. It seemed that John knew more about the disappearance than he had let on. Emma brought the diary to Lucy. "I think you know something about this," Emma said, showing her the diary. Lucy looked at the diary with wide eyes. "I knew John was involved in something bad," she said, "but I didn't know it was connected to this." Lucy confessed that she had kept the diary hidden because she was afraid of what it might reveal. She had loved John, but when she found out about his illegal activities, she ended the relationship. Emma realized that Lucy was not the killer, but she had important information that could help solve the case. Chapter 5: The Truth Revealed. Emma continued to piece together the clues. She found a photograph hidden in John's study showing John and his business partner involved in a shady deal. The photograph was the final piece of the puzzle. Emma went back to the Miller house to confront Sarah. "I know the truth," Emma said. "You killed John because he was going to leave you and take all the money." Sarah's face turned white. "I didn't mean to kill him," she said quietly, "but when I found out he was planning to run away, I couldn't let him do it." Sarah confessed everything. She had staged the scene to look like a suicide, but she couldn't hide the truth from Detective Harding. Chapter 6: Justice in Pine Hill. With Sarah's confession, the case was finally closed. The small town of Pine Hill could return to its quiet life, but things would never be the same. Detective Harding had uncovered dark secrets that had been hidden for years. As she walked through the town, Emma thought about the case. Even in a small, peaceful town, there could be danger and deceit. But she was glad she had found the truth. And so, Emma Harding decided to stay in Pine Hill. There were still mysteries to solve, and she knew that her work was far from over. 1. Witness, a person who sees something happen like an accident and can talk about it. 2. Staged, when something is made to look a certain way on purpose, like in a play or pretending something happened. 3. Greeted, to say hello to someone when they arrive. 4. Struggle, to have a hard time doing something or to try really hard to do something. 5. Generous, when someone likes to give things, like money or help to others. 6. Whispered, to speak very quietly so only one person can hear. 7. Pale, when someone's skin looks very light, often because they are sick or scared. 8. Tears, the water that comes from your eyes when you cry. 9. Bothering, when something is making you feel worried or uncomfortable. 10. Clues, small pieces of information that help you solve a mystery or problem. 11. Threatening, to say or show that you might hurt someone. 12. Eager, when you really want to do something or are excited about it. 13. Hesitated, to stop for a moment before doing something because you are unsure. 14. Abandoned, left alone or not used anymore. 15. Confessed, to tell the truth about something bad you did. 16. Revealed, to show something that was hidden or not known before. 17. Confront, to face someone and talk about a problem directly. 18. Deceit, the act of lying or tricking someone,